Hello again and welcome back to Wingot Plays Oxygen Not Included. I've been doing some calculations and it looks like in order to feed 10 duplicants per cycle with regular hunger difficulty, it takes 2.5 hatches per cycle to generate 10,000 kcal. If we go up a little bit further, 12 duplicants, 3 hatches per cycle. So we need somewhere between 2.5 and 3. And then if we take a look at the range calculator, for 3 normal hatches with a range skill of 8, there's one with 8, there's one with 6, there's one with 3. But yeah, the numbers don't super change. In fact, the numbers don't change. The only thing that changes is how many times they have to groom, which suggests that with a lower ranging skill, the grooming just doesn't last for as long. We're got to get 3 critters per cycle. We're going to need 19 critters being managed. We've currently got space for 20, which means we'll have a very slight surplus, and it's going to use up 2.6 tons per cycle of feed, but we should be fine from that perspective because we will have plenty of sandstone. There you go, 117, so we've got enough to run it for basically 50 cycles with our current available sandstone. So that's all looking pretty good from a carnivore point of view. And then over here, as I said, 2.5 will be enough to feed 10 duplicants. 3 would be enough to feed 12 duplicants. And if we then go to the next step of, okay, fine, so then we want to hatch 3, let's say 3 per cycle. Well, these eggs incubate 25% per cycle so long as they're lullabied. So 4 incubators will get us 1 egg per cycle. So we basically just need to triplicate this setup, or in other words, get 12 incubators up and running. So that's what I think is going to be my priority for the time being, is this episode, let's try and get 12 incubators up and running. And so we're going to need to dig out a bit of extra space there. We can, in fact, let's get rid of all of this. We don't need any of that there. Perfect. And then we can fix up this wall here. And that will then mean that we will have enough meat production to fulfill the 400,000 kcal by cycle 100, even if we only start at cycle 60. But if we take a look here, we've already got 34,000 kcal of meat towards carnivore, so we are actually going to have some wiggle room there as well. But I think that's the priority. Upscaling our incubators also means we're going to have power problems, so we also want to upscale our power production. So what I'm thinking is I'll build a space here with more manual generators. And then maybe we'll try to aim for 12 duplicants, because 12 duplicants would then mean we've got, 3 spare duplicants from what we've got at the moment, so that should give us plenty to run a bit of extra manual generators. That said, we could just put some manual generators up here. Yeah, that'll be fine. I do want to get power cables here connected to each of those. Perfect, because we're going to be running 3 incubators at all times. And yeah, and having a couple of spare incubators is actually quite useful, because sometimes well, right there, sometimes the incubator won't actually be incubating, and sometimes they will get missed, like this one got missed on the last cycle. So having spare incubators compared to what our requirement is will also mean that we can afford to occasionally miss. But that said, I don't want to miss this one as well. Looks like it's going to. What are they doing? Somatotropin is eating. Albumin is filling this. Albumin, what's your schedule? What's your priorities? His supplying is as important as ranching, and he's my husbandry 6. Fine, ranching is now became your top priority. Tidying is no longer your top priority. So then we've at least got 2. Boom, done. Just in time to then do that one as well. Perfect. We want to get rid of this door so that we can use that space. Albumin just earned a skill point. Albumin, you can... In fact, if we give you that, then you'll have 8 in ranching. And what is your hat? Your hat is the improved carrying hat. That's fine. Good, and so then we've got basically 2 dedicated ranchers and a spare. The other one that is allowed to do ranching here, Cisplatin. How about we tell them to dig again as their top priority? Because we've now got somatotropin and albumin both set to top priority ranching. So let's try and get a bit of digging underway. Oh, I think it'd be nice if we can get some oxygen down here though, because they're having to run a very long distance. Yeah, he can only dig 3.5 before she is having to run back up and catch their breath again. That's, yeah, really going to take a toll on them. That said, we are almost able to see what this is. You got soggy feet? Yes. I was wondering whether chlorine liquid actually counted as a fluid or not, because, well, no, it is chlorine, sorry. Carbon dioxide, I was about to say, doesn't make sense for it to. Okay, I think I want to cancel that. You can go there. Good. That's going to allow us to try to explore up into this space a little bit. I don't think we actually need any of that. Okay, good. Now, what was I doing up here? I wanted to build another couple of incubators. Perfect. And then we just need some automation wire to connect all of those as well. Perfect. I do wonder whether there may be some value in having an extra incubator as well for like sage hatches and those sorts of things. Here we go. Sage hatches, pip eggs, lava eggs. We've got a few extra animals, let's call them. And let's just check hatchlings, sage hatchlings. Let's get all of those out of the bin. And let's set that so that it can have everything. Good. This is 0.2 cycles away. Apparently we've got skill points here on carbonic. Perfect. You are very close to getting mechatronics. And once we get mechatronics, we'll be able to fix up this recurrent cramped issue by putting some, conveyor arms and things like that in place. Marble block, portrait. Now, meanwhile, let's get started. So, we want auto sweepers. Okay, auto sweeper, put it there. We want to make sure that we can definitely get every tile. There we go, perfect. And then let's go Oh, yuck, we're out of refined metal. Okay, cancel that one. Shipping. Conveyor rails just use normal copper. Perfect. And conveyor chutes also use normal copper. So, what we want to do is go here. And then go down. I'm not 100% where we're going to put it in here. Okay, we do need to put that in place. Perfect. And you, duplicate. Has to be a duplicate, doesn't matter. Build farm ranch. Well, we are going to want a farmer soon. Decrease husbandry on a rancher. Perfect. Supply builds decreased husbandry. Cannot cook. Build suit wearing. Yeah. This one's also got build. Can farm. And we will want a farmer pretty much as soon as we're finished with Locavore. So, we've already got some atotropin. We don't, let's see, farming, let's see, what's something to do with the liver? Liver enzymes. How about, yeah, we could go with some sort of lipid based thing. Let's go atorvastatin. Because your job is to try to decrease the amount of fat by, well, it's a bit of a weak indication of that particular name. Okay, you definitely need to go across there, get rid of all of this. Perfect. Okay, we are going to want a conveyor loader, which that's going to need more refined metal as well. And we're going to want refined metal for the incubators. Yeah, this. Oh, it's priority 3. It needs to be increased priority. We really need the refined metal to get our automation and incubators and stuff like that up and running. Now, we are maxed out on the cramped. Not cramped. Cool. We are maxed out on how many hatches we can have at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start generating meat out of the hatches that are born. So the priority is going to be turning them into meat for the time being. Once all of the hatchlings become hatches, they should be producing enough eggs to keep up with the demand for 3 matured per cycle. And for the time being, we'll do this incubate and manually attack method, but we will want to set up a evolution chamber in future. But most evolution chambers involve the the eggs just naturally hatching. I can't think of a easy way to use an incubator to speed up the hatching process, but also kill them as soon as they're born. Unless you set something up where the room flooded every now and then. What's going on here? No power consumers. Yuck. Good. Okay, we've got plenty of manual generators. I think we are going to need some better batteries though. And we'll put the jumbo battery here. So how about let's go jumbo battery. What am I doing? You jumbo battery wire. There, perfect. I told you to deconstruct. It's just being slow, fine. This egg is 87%, 88%. Cool. And in the meantime, that is being done. Okay, let's priority 7 all of this. We want these incubators made and online. We're currently positive on hatchling eggs. The meal down here, 94%. I think as soon as that one finishes, we might destroy this space in here. Oh, that's not even a ranch at the moment. You priority 9 this. They have to run all the way there to come all the way back here to get to the lavatories. I know, because they can come in this door. They just can't leave by this door. Perfect. Okay. That's all fine. That's deodorizers converting a bit into oxygen. What have we got? Salt water geyser. Fine. So we've got a water source and it produces at 95 degrees. So that's actually probably a pretty good source. So let's... How do we now get rid of that chlorine that's in the way? I guess we could actually just mop that. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we can. We can go across there, but we can't go here. Perfect. So we... you. Let's see what we can do about making a bit of space around this salt water geyser, and then we will have to look into what we can do to automate it a bit. But for now, we need to clean up that chlorine that we've spilled everywhere, which I probably should have tried to catch it back here or something. And then we can try to start utilizing the saltwater geyser in order to generate, well, give us water and give us heat. Both of which will be useful for the time being. Now, you, glum, not cramped, not cramped, not cramped. Not cramped. Cramped. Picked up an egg. Good. And not cramped. Perfect. Here we've got 3 hatchling eggs. Okay, good. Copy you to there. Copy you to there. You to there. And finally you to there. Good. Now all of these are going to be hatches, and copy that across to all of those. Perfect. Now they do need power wires, and cool. We do have some problems with how much power can be drawn. Let's see, we may as well leave the fish trap there, because if we do, wow. If we get any more Pacu, I'm probably not going to be choosing it. But let's see, so mush fry, muck root, excellent fruit. Yeah, we're not yet at the point where, ooh. Some ice has melted. Perfect, okay, fine, let's mop this up. Now, a mopping errand is what? Tidying. Let's see, tidying. You ranch, you operate and tidy. This rancher isn't doing anything else as a priority, so how about tidying is the second priority for that one. And when this guy's not operating, tidying and storing are your priorities. So I think that should get people tidying this up. Mopping this up. Okay, down here, yeah, we're waiting on the mopping job there. What do we got here? That's 9. Wow. I don't think we need to lay this out perfectly with my 4 high grid. This harvest is waiting to be done. Default schedule work. You do not need to be telling me. The default schedule doesn't even exist. Why are you telling me? about a schedule that does not exist. Also, these are apparently all called default schedule at the moment. Well, I think that must be a bug because I gather... No, I didn't delete the default schedule. This is the default schedule. Because I forgot to reassign these guys. Hydro. Oh, actually. Yeah, fine. Hydro will do fine. Let's see. Amoxie, you've already got 8 points invested. Atorvastatin doesn't have any points invested. We want you to actually get to crop tending pretty soon. Good. Cisplatin, you've already got super duper hard digging. You, as a rancher, would get to 9. And we said 10 was the limit, but I do see that that is going above the 8 that you currently have. Why is your morale only 8 though? Because for some reason they didn't even eat a meal last cycle, it looks like. Yeah, because there's no Great Hall bonus, there's no meal bonus. Washroom duplicate barracks. And Dex, you can be a better researcher. Fine. Okay, now if this is up and running, I don't think they need to be using these, do they? Let's disable these. Why don't we just run around there to deliver that algae? He should have been able to go through this door. Unless he was picking up this algae from over here or something. But it looks like he's grabbed it from over here. Oh, it's polluted dirt. Why is he just not going down the ladder and going across? Is he trying to avoid the sinks? Very odd. Okay. No, we do want these manual airlocks, so we can't just leave those open. But if he's going to keep doing that run out to there, then let's do this. Let's enclose this space out here. Because if people are going to use that as a way to get there, then all they're doing is just breaking this space. Oxygen. Waiting delivery. These, oh yuck. These need to be a high priority. And what are we at? We're at 10 dupes. So I think we should probably actually put a third one in. And let's priority 9 everything there. Good. Now this awaiting delivery is a supplying or life support job. We've got someone who has life support as their top priority here. Osteo, you, how about building and digging go down? Life support is more important than anything else. How about that? Atorvastatin, you, farming is going to be your top priority. Tidying will be second priority. There we go. And Atorvastatin can do life support as a max priority. Perfect. Yeah, there's some water there. Okay. Cool, because tidying will take care of the mopping jobs that we've got. You should be a priority 9. In fact, both of those are meant to be a priority. No. Good. So both of... Oh, right. We need more beds. Let's open that. Let's do that. You 16 is still there. Fine. You can go to there. You there. We want more beds. Oh. Good. Priority 9. That. Cool. Right, that can be priority 8 because this is the actual priority. Getting some better oxygen generation up and running. 5 hatching eggs. I don't know if we're currently positive or not. A couple of duplicates sleeping on the ground. You, new printables. No one has skill points except a Moxie. A Moxie can have improved flying, fine. And you, we need 2 more duplicates at the moment. A wart seed though. Wheezewort. Farm build suit wearing. Decreased excavation, fine. Wheezeworts. Like, we don't have any actual cold biomes, do we? So having a Wheezewort could be useful. We're at 50,000. 320 for Locavore. We're still 46 cycles away. And 10 dupes for 40 cycles will eat enough. So at this point, extra dupes is just bonus. And he's not super screaming. Pick me. Sorry, Ari. I think the wort seed is the priority. The wart seed, Wheezewort. Okay, perfect. So now that that's built, we can open this and open this. And that'll at least increase the speed people can come through this space. This door is allowed to be open as well. Where's their mill seeds? Because they've not been swept up. Because those are tidy jobs that no one has. A store. It's store, not tidy. And we've got no one who's prioritizing storing because this one wants to do operating, ranching, cooking? Yeah, cooking, ranching, operating. Hydro's not doing anything actually at the moment. Although once Hydro does get the... Oh no, Hydro is not my mechatronics. Carbonic is my mechatronics, that's right. They've both got names based on renal system, so forgot which one's which. Let's see. The Pipsqueak up here has been born. It's already tamed. Okay. Are they tamed because they were born from an egg? Is that what's happened? Okay, no one's cleaned this up yet. What's Galant doing? What did you just pick up? You're not carrying anything. Oh, he was trying to pick up the muck root. I think he aborted just before picking it up. That's rubbish. Okay, now this mealwood, 12%, we can get rid of that. Oh, did you just... And then he went and dropped the muck root straight back down. Great work, Galantamine. Great work. Too bad there's no way to turn that shift alarm. Oh, here we go. You, alarm's off. There we go, perfect. Osteoprotegerin. Good. You can be a super duper hard digging. No one else got a skill point. Okay, we want to build that there, expand down this space, get rid of that grooming station so that it can come down as well. What is going on there? So this all needs mechatronics engineering as well. Okay, how are we going from a... We can build 7 more incubators. And that should be plenty. Good. So that's 4 more incubators, which once we've got those built, that will then mean that we've got enough hatchlings being processed, well, hatchling eggs being processed per cycle. So long as we can fix up this. Priority 7 of these, you can be 75%, you can be 25%, good. We're using up too much power. Even with 2 of them running non-stop, we're still using more power than that. Let's see, you deconstruct that. Okay, why? So, we're using that pump. We're using 3 deodorizers. We're not doing any research. We are using the rock crusher, we are using the grill. I think the problem is just because there's no one up here. Oh yeah, and so we can get rid of that. There we go, now we've got a net bonus going on. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, he's just running back and forward doing 10 kilograms of algae at a time. That is pathetic. Okay, someone needs to build this. And then this is going to have algae. There you go, good. And while we're at it, we also want to put in some extras. Yeah, we want to put some into these spaces so that they can be auto-fed as well. These have been lullabied, good. Power is currently slowly dropping. We've got too many duplicants doing too many jobs. What are you doing? Now, we want to use the neural vacillator on someone, I think. We probably don't have anyone that it's useful on directly at the moment. thought I said to set that open. I want to set these to open. I think we've got a lot of priority jobs going on. Not really. What is that? Interesting. So, falling sand generates a priority 9 dig command, I guess. You're meant to go 5. Yeah, okay, cool. So they can use these lavatories. So we don't need this space at all anymore. Although we might keep the wash basins so that when they go and use the compost, they use the wash basins. I think we don't need that. In fact, we don't need any of that. And we might as well dig up that algae there. Okay, there's a hatch there. There is, this one's been lullabied, perfect. Kill that one, we'll get another hatchling egg in there. We've currently got 6 eggs sitting in the base. And we have so many fry eggs in here. Yeah, there's 4 fry eggs. I hadn't noticed that the fry eggs contain fries. I thought they were just like green with a yellow inside, or vice versa. I hadn't noticed that they contain a living fry on the inside. And they're all basically the same age. Okay, fine. Now, let's see. All of this is a bit of a priority. And I've got another. Good, thank you. Now the other option is we can also, if we push up far enough, we'll be able to get to space, at which point we'll get shove voles, and you can starvation ranch shove voles to generate meat. So that's something that in the base game here, without the spaced out DLC, it's probably something I'm going to try to prioritize sooner rather than, well, I keep saying sooner rather than later, but that I want to prioritize to get a shove vole farm up and running so that we can transition off of these hatches, which basically they are burning through our sandstone. We're doing fine, and we've still got, I'm sure we've still got plenty of sandstone to dig up, but they're using a non-renewable resource. Whereas the shove voles don't eat anything at all and still produce, what is it, 5 times as much as the, let's see, so we want to feed 12 dupes with, we'll use 3 hatches. If we instead say we want to use shove voles, we need 0.6 of a shove vole to feed 12 dupes. We can feed 18 duplicants. We can feed 20 duplicants off of a single shove vole per cycle. And in order to get 1 shove vole per cycle requires only having 7 shove voles, which we didn't even need to feed. Yeah. That's very much something that we're going to work on in future. But for the time being, we're not in space, so we'll worry about that one later on. We do need to punch through a slime biome to get to space. I felt like I saw neutronium there, but I don't think so. Neutronium there, neutronium here, neutronium there. Oh, there's some more here. That looks like I should be able to tell what it is. But that makes it look like it's a geyser, not a vent. And then I can't see any others. Okay. Now we definitely need duplicant as a priority. Sandstone we definitely don't need. Build, ranch, operate, can't research. Yeah, fine. Anemic, definitely don't want that. Only a digger. Build, ranch, operate. Telomerase, because your priority is operating, so you also build, so you want to be good at improving DNA so that you can be even better at being more efficient. Fine, whatever. Operating. Your top job is going to be operating, although telomerase can immediately come up here, I think, and be fed to the neural vacillator as a priority. And then let's go down here. So telomerase is going to operate and dig, attack. There we go. Telly, what are you doing? Show me your schedule. You should not be going to sleep immediately. So I think we want... Why is this one overlapping? Okay, we want another schedule. Boom. Where telomerase can go here. And who's at the top? Dexamphetamine. Oops. Dex. And osteo... Right, I don't remember where osteo belongs. But we can create another one here, which can have osteo. Perfect. Okay, we're very slowly fixing up the mopping situation here. How are we going for temperature? Looks like we've got pockets where the temperature's not actually all that bad. Still neg 24 in here. Neg 13, neg 15, yeah. Okay, how are you going? Groomed, happy, elderly, fine. Overcrowded. Somewhere in here there is an egg. These are all fine. Outside of rebuild the roof. And sweep that. Because once you do rebuild the roof, they're all going to complain. I do want carbonic. How far off are you? Oh, come on, fine. What are you doing? Alright. He's probably idle. Okay, perfect. Telomerase. You complete. Beefsteak plus strength, fine. Build, ranch, operate. Destructive mole hands, so he's already got +3 there. He can't research, but he's going to have massive strength 10. Oh, okay, right. So strength is the carrying trait. So yeah, telomerase, your priority is going to be let's make you supply, store, tidy. And then you can dig or do operation when those don't exist. Dexamphetamine, there's nothing to research at the moment, so they should be operating. If there's no ranching, then you can operate. That does run the risk of getting stuck on a hamster wheel though. If there's no research, then you can operate. Or cook. If there's no digging, yeah, it's fine. Okay, now this neurovacillator is... How do you vacillate and recharge? Okay. I don't recall where we get the vacillator recharge. Let's see. Perfect, good. So these guys should now be happy. They are cramped. There's an egg right there. You're fine. You're overcrowded. Is it because I haven't removed this bit? And therefore this is only like 57. Okay, you, priority 9, get rid of that. There we go. What are you doing up there? %reproduction. In fact, let's wrangle you. And then no one can actually grab them because they're too high up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one currently doesn't count. Attack it. There we go. It now counts as meat. Good. Happy that those are getting lullabied. We've still got 3 units of hatchling. You copy. Now, we do want... cancel that. To copy these settings across. Boom. And then only that one should be active. Perfect. And then... Oh, we do need power as well. Across to there. This wire, power wire is 100% going to be overloading. Now, this should count as a great hall. Perfect. You. Let's put another one of those there. Overcrowded. That's fine. You can kill that Paku. Okay. Now, fry eggs. Oh, it's because we've got way too many fry eggs there. You. Attack. Now, are you still overcrowded? Yep, you're overcrowded. In fact, here. These grow, so 5 cycles will have those new Paku there as well. Perfect. Now, we've got barbecue, we've got Paku fillet. Looks like we're doing pretty well from a... How are you doing? Don't have enough refined metal. Why? Because this is obviously run out. Make more refined metal. Okay, so 10 of those will be enough to keep up with the hatchling eggs that are needed for this colony. You attack this hatchling. You wrangle this one. And kill that one. But yes, that's 10 is enough if there's not ever any hatches just sitting in there, if we never miss a lullaby. Yeah, so let's get a couple of extras. those two. Yep. I guess we can skip that one because that is going to be needed for jumping across for the time being. Barbecue cooked seafood. 12,000 barbecue, 700 cooked seafood, 8,000 barbecue. Okay, we look like we're starting to get there. We've got the lava eggs, which need to... Well, really, we need to clear this out. Okay, what I think we want to do, let's disconnect that. Let's connect that. There you go. That water's not really going to fit, but that's how things are going to go for the time being. Okay, awesome. So we're producing some polluted water here, which is producing some oxygen. Now we do want... let's put a mesh tile right here. Power. There's a broken wire right there. I did say it was going to start overheating. Breaking from overpower. Okay, what we might do is make this into a separate network. Okay, all of this can be a priority 9, and once that's built, we're then going to be able to disconnect these from the main network, and we'll actually be able to get rid of those up there at the same time. Okay, perfect. Now, we want to build you. We want to also put a bottle emptier right there, which is going to be set to polluted water. And then that'll clean up the various polluted water we've got around that's generating polluted oxygen all around our base. But, cramped, why? There's a stone hatchling egg. Awesome. Nothing in there at the moment. Let's see. You're not cramped. You are glum, but you're not cramped. You are fine. Okay. We have plenty of meat coming online. We're currently fixing our power overloading issue. Are these all set? They are. Yep. And looks like we've got our slickster larvas actually starting to come online there, which is awesome. And then we have our replacement lavatories up and running. We are starting to get on top of our achievements. We haven't yet got locavore, but it would have to be close. 25,000 kcal. We're 325,000 meat away from carnivore, and we are starting to transition onto meat eating only barbecue and paku. We've got more than enough hatches. Well, we've got enough hatches that we shouldn't have any difficulties in regards to feeding all of our duplicants. And it's just going to be a matter of fixing that power issue and ideally getting mechatronics engineering up and running fairly soon so that we can start automatically getting rid of the eggs out of these spots so that these hatches don't count as cramped for any length of time. But that's something we'll have to worry about in the next episode. We also, once we've got that built and stabilized, we'll then be able to come down here and start looking at what we can do about using this saltwater geyser to both generate a bit of heat, which will help to fix our arbor tree issue there, and also to generate some water, which we don't currently have a water issue, but we we'll be able to use that to generate oxygen automatically, remove the reliance on these oxygen diffusers. It'll also generate hydrogen, which we can then use to feed our feed some hydrogen generators and start working on self-sustainable without having to constantly run on hamster wheels. If we take a look here, super sustainable, we're at 13,000 of 240,000. So it'll be nice if we can get some things that are going to help to supplement that. And we've got some larvae sitting here now that we can look at utilizing to potentially eat up the carbon dioxide that we've got sitting in our base. However, we are going to need to try to do something with this